Conducting business overseas can be a great move for companies, but it can also be tricky if conducted improperly. Today, I will address the issues with exporting and offer some resources to help avoid these issues and tap into the international markets. A freight forwarder is a firm specializing in arranging, storage, and shipping of merchandise on behalf of its shippers. The freight forwarders can take on a multitude of tasks like tracking transportation, preparing shipping and export documents, holding inventory in warehouses, booking cargo space on ships, arranging freight changes, and handling insurance for the shipper. A freight forwarder can be thought of as the go-between for people who actually transport the cargo and those needing cargo exported. There are three issues that freight forwarders typically experience that can present higher rates to exporters. Firstly, the ever-changing nature of shipping overseas by ship causes frequent increase and decreases in rates. As stated by Daly, ocean freight makes up a substantial economic chunk of many regions and markets throughout the world. Therefore, it is a highly used service. Freight forwarders typically have to deal with organizing space on cargo ships, which can result in either a higher price for those wishing to export or lower price depending on the freight forwarder that is chosen. It is important for the exporter to have an understanding of the changing market for cargo ship shipping and how to choose the best freight forwarder for the job. Since shipping overseas is becoming so huge, freight forwarders are against competition, which can be a good thing for exporters, but it can also be more difficult to select a service. Logistics companies who were once in a single type of service, such as being an actual carrier or warehousing company, are now taking on the tasks of freight forwarding as well. This can be a positive for exporters because this competition can drive down the prices of shipping without the middleman. However, the competition can make it difficult for the exporter to understand all the services they are receiving and make it unclear what the quality they are receiving. Exporters are typically looking toward the lowest price, but without due diligence, the exporters might end up with quality short of what is necessary. As mentioned before, quality can be compromised due to exporters seeking the cheapest price. Some freight forwarders can offer lower rates, but they also don't guarantee a higher quality, and it is important for the end consumer to receive the exported material intact and undamaged. The freight forwarders with the best prices are those that typically win bids, not those with the better service, which is why exporters need to research freight forwarders to ensure that the product reaches the customer properly. International exporting laws and international laws in general are ever changing, and it is extremely important to stay up to date on current events and these laws. Some products are not allowed in certain locations based on their classifications, and some require more documentation than others. Having insufficient paperwork can cause delays and directly affect business, which can then lead to a damaged business relationship and halt revenue generation. Export.gov can offer information on the proper exporting steps, and there are several government agencies that also work with businesses to help the exporting process along. Depending on how fast the product is needed to get to a particular location, it is imperative for an exporter to consider the transportation modes available. Cost associated with the shipment is a significant note to make as well. Typically, the slower transportation method lies with cargo ships, which is also more cost-effective. The other method is by air, and if you have flown before, you are aware of the costs associated with flying. But if the margins allow and the timeliness is key, air freight may be the best bet. A happy customer is incredibly important. Therefore, the exporter needs to consider the available options given the situation that he or she is in and assess which shipping method best fits the need. Getting lost in the supply chain is an exporter's worst nightmare. Shipping internationally can be confusing as it passes through many people, which leaves more room for error. When choosing a freight forwarder or carrier, it is important to know if the company offers a customer service option that allows for shipment tracking. If a package becomes lost, it may be almost impossible to locate overseas. It can increase costs for the exporter, lead to displeased customers, and a delay in the business transaction. By being in the know about the location of the package, there is better communication between the exporter and receiver, and issues can be immediately addressed. Exporting should not be a guessing game, and there are many agencies that are available for assisting. While a middleman fee may be applied if a business owner is inexperienced with the process, these companies are professionals and know the international shipping process. Freight forwarders can be especially useful in this process as they help fill documentation, provide insurance, file insurance claims, and can communicate with the exporter or end buyer about delivery dates and the status of packages. The cost associated with hiring a freight forwarder may be less than the time it takes for an individual trying to figure out the process and potentially messing up, which leads to even greater delays in the exporting process. A resource that can be used by exporters is the U.S. Export-Import Bank. What is it exactly? The United States Export-Import Bank is a bank that is backed by the federal government and finances and insures foreign purchases of U.S. products. This bank is intended to help smaller American companies, but the issue with this bank is that it is a government bank, but selective to whom it gives loans. This selectivity is shown because in a statistic provided by NBC News says that small businesses only cover 13% of the loans given out, and 87% go to large corporations. Some groups were interested in ridding of the U.S. Export-Import Bank because of the demonstrated favoritism, but other groups insisted on keeping the bank. Supporters say that the bank has helped create jobs by providing the financing at below market rates and encouraging U.S. companies to export to other countries. Supporters also believe that the financing at low rates and insuring businesses on their exports puts the United States on a more level playing field with the other countries who also insure and financially back their companies. When finding an international partner or buyer, it is no secret that the process is complicated, but it can be profitable in the long run. When selecting and finding an international partner, it is important to take these things into consideration. Scamming is a huge issue, where buyers and partners may not be legitimate. Being so far away, it can be difficult to determine a nature of a person, and it is important to prevent doing any business transactions without a proper background check to begin. Another issue can be partnering with someone who is subject to performing illegal activities with the company. This can give the company a poor name, which then reflects to you as a partner and can potentially hold your company liable. A couple things to look out for in a potential partner is inexperience and shadiness. If a company has not conducted business with a U.S. business before, then the foreign company may not be able to hold up to expectations during the exporting process. Along with scamming and illegal activity, there are business partners who act as if they have connections or products that may seem extremely valuable to your company that you're ready to jump into a joint venture with them, but these resources the individual claims to have may be too good to be true. Hiring an investigator may be a solution to this issue to uncover any past shady deals. There is a resource on export.gov's website that has professionals who do the due diligence and have obtained legitimate business partners and buyers that are in good standing. They also assist with the process of entering the market in the new location, but unfortunately, all of this comes with a fee. This fee may be deemed insignificant in comparison to the issues that are avoided by working with experienced professionals to locate a potential business partner. There are a myriad of services that are offered with different rates that are all available on export.gov, but the most relevant being a partner search, which helps determine the marketability of a product and reports of potential partners. In conclusion, when exporting, the main concepts are to do the research or hire a professional to help with the process. Exporting may seem a little daunting with all the repercussions that are possible, but it can be totally worth it with the returns of an untapped market when you're bringing your product to foreign countries.